Hi, I'm Matt, this is my brother Jonny, and we're from Brothers Make. Today on the Triton YouTube channel, we're going to make a seemingly simple shelf, but with a secret compartment underneath.
Right, so in terms of how it works, we're going to try and recreate sort of scenes from the classic movies, whereby you sort of pull a certain book and it releases a hidden compartment. So there are going to be a few sort of mechanical bits to integrate into the shelf. We're not 100% sure how we're going to do this, we're sort of brainstorming some different ideas, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so first things first, off camera we just went and cut these pieces of plywood for our shelf. We're going to use 2 layers of 18mm plywood, and the reason for that is that the bottom layer we can use to hide a load of the hardware we need for the opening mechanism. Before we go and glue these 2 pieces of wood together, we just need to think a little bit about how we're going to attach the shelf to the wall at the end of the project. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use a French cleat system. We need to attach one half of this French cleat to the underside of our shelf. So we're going to rip a small amount of material off the bottom layer before we glue it together so that there's more glue surface area for the 2 pieces to come together and create a nice strong joint.
That's the 2 main components done now. So we've got the double layered plywood shelf on the top, and then underneath we've constructed the hidden compartment out of MDF. So you may notice we left one side a little bit longer. That's just so when we install the opening mechanism, it's not actually visible from the outside.
We've cut the back panel that we're going to mount all the hinges onto for that hidden compartment. So we're going to use some pocket holes and some glue to get a nice strong joint so we can keep moving quickly on this project.
You've just seen us install the hinges on this underside right here. So, for demonstrating purposes, we've got it clamped up, but you can see, it opens beautifully. At the moment it doesn't open all the way down, so we're going to whack some chains either side just so it stays about that angle right there.
The next thing we need to work out is how moving that book on the top of the shelf translates into unlocking something to allow this section to fully open. And what we're currently thinking is we're going to use a piece of brake cable to act as the locking mechanism with a spring on the other side to return it back to normal.
It's all a bit trial and error here, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so that's the mechanism part of this build pretty much done now. We've got our fake dictionary just here, which we're going to be wrapping our cover around a bit later on. So to access the hidden compartment, you just put on the book, which releases the latch, and when you push it back up, it locks in place. So now that's all working, we shall make the whole thing look a little bit nicer. So firstly, we want to cover up this exposed plywood with some edge banding. Then we're going to use our Triton router in our router table to make some decorative moulding.
So here's our shelf, all finished and painted. We installed it on that French cleat that we left some room for earlier on, but before we did that, we've added a few finishing touches. Firstly, we painted the inside black, and then we made two different foam inserts, one to hold a pair of Xbox controllers, and the other to hold that bottle of rum that you don't want to share with anybody else. We traced the shapes onto the foam using a marker, and then cut this out with a heated pin. To finish it off, we came back with a piece of black fabric and wrapped it around the foam.
As mentioned earlier, we came back and added some chains just so when the shelf is open, they hold it at the right angle. To help illuminate whatever's inside the shelf, we added a motion sensing LED strip, which is activated when it's opened. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. We really enjoyed doing this project, as it was nice to just sort of work something out as we went along, rather than planning it all right at the beginning.
If you like how this turned out, then be sure to subscribe to the Triton YouTube channel. We'll be releasing more content on there really soon.
And if you want to see more of us, just head on over to our YouTube channel, it's Brothers Make. We'll pop a link in the description below.
Cheers!
Cheers! As mentioned, teeth check. Beautiful. What an idiot.